Welcome to Chi-Town Cigar Podcast, the podcast where three Chicago guys light up a fine cigar and get into everything from sports and current events to hobbies, life's little moments, and everything in between. Whether you're here for the cigars, the conversation, or just some good laughs, we got you covered. So grab your favorite smoke, settle in, and join us for laid-back chats with a Chicago twist. Now it's time to put some smoke in the air.
It's Tuesday night in the Windy City, and that's another episode of the Chi-Town Cigars. Glad you joined us live or listeners later on Spotify, Apple, or iHeartRadio. I'm Mike coming to you live from the Aganorsa studio in Central Illinois. What's up, guys? You ready for another show?
What up? How you guys doing?
We're doing good. Doing good. How you doing, Marty?
I'm doing fantastic.
Marty's had a jam-packed week.
I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Happy
So-
Cinco de Mayo, 76th episode. Yeah, 76th episode.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. We did have oh my God. My brain's
to
been
us.
shot.
Already, Mike?
already, Mike, we just started, Mike.
Fabian was questioning whether he was coming on the show tonight because I promised him he'd come and share us his Star Wars story, but I told him we have a guest this week, so
Oh,
we'll get to him.
For
Yeah.
May 4th. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but hey, let's get to it because we're gonna have a jam-packed show. Let's get to our guests and get to our mission for the night. All right, our mission for the night is to introduce somebody that really, I don't know if he really needs an introduction, but we are bringing on Javier Largaespada. I'm hoping I nailed that, from Jew Estates. He's the key voice behind the brand's digital presence, storytelling, and culture. If you've seen Drew Estates online, you've probably seen his work. So let's welcome in Javier.
Hey, thank you guys so much. It's a pleasure to be here. Yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, and thank you for all the people that are listening, that are tuned in, that are in the chat right now. I see a couple people already there, and yeah, let's get it, man. You guys see we got a Pappy Van Winkle already smoking. That was actually my first Drew Estate cigar too.
Wow. Yeah. So what? I guess. Yeah. What's
Yeah.
smoking?
This is one of my favorite. One of my favorite from Drew Estate. And exactly, you are so right. This is one of my favorite and first cigars from Drew Estate that I really got into with Drew Estate, and to this day I still smoke it. It has great flavors, man. This is one of my favorite Pappies. So yeah,
That's so good. Yeah, definitely has it packed with flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. I love that cigar. Me and my dad. It was a quick story. I brought when I first kind of started with Drew. I grabbed this all humidor. Hey, what up, Al? Good evening. I grabbed a couple from the humidor, said, hey, is it okay if I take these? They said, yeah, sure. Then me and my dad started smoking and talking, man to man, not as father and son, and got some good HBO stories about the family, not the Disney Channel versions anymore. So that was really cool. So that brand and cigar is dear to my heart. Yeah, hell yeah.
Is my audio better?
Yes, much better.
Sorry.
Yes.
All right. Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds good.
I thought I was blowing myself out, so I turned it down a little bit. So,
Am I too loud? Am I too low? Am I good?
no, you're
No, you're good. You're perfect. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Marty, where are you smoking?
I got the UF4.
Oh, nice.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yes.
Yeah, that was perfect for yesterday. May the 4th, UF4.
Yeah.
That was perfect
think
for
of that.
yesterday. Yeah. I think one of our guys, one of our territory managers did that, and I was like, oh, that was genius. That was good.
I am doing it's the early access, the water, so the Dominicana.
The Dominicana, yeah, Buenas noches.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Buenas noches, Dominicana. I'm really excited for that. Yeah.
Really
Can't
good, real good.
So,
Okay,
quick
what
question there: do you like infused cigars? Do you mind the sweet cap, or are you? How do you? Well, what's your thoughts on that? And everybody, I guess, yeah, Ted and Marty too. What do you guys think of that?
I don't mind the sweet cap. I smoke the New Cuba Superior. by Aganorsa that's got the sweet cap. I also obviously smoke quite a few different Drew Estates cigars, the acid line. When DJ Eli was on, we talked about the Windy City, which I love, and was able to go out and seek those out and find those. And that was a big win for me to be able to find those again somewhere. So I don't mind them. I don't mind them, at certain times. It's definitely not an everyday thing for me.
See, for me, mostly sweet tips. I don't really do infused cigars. I used to smoke when I first started smoking in 2017. The acid Cuba, the acid Blondie, and stuff like that. But literally, I think after the acids, I started 2017. I started the Pappies. I love this. And Fat Bottom Betties, I smoke them here and there, but I like the Dominicana better. So that's why I'm excited about the Buenas Noches. I'm kind of excited. Like Mike said, the Aganorsa Leaf Superior sweet tip is really good. There's a lot of good sweet tip from Fierro Tego to the Metropolitan. But the Dominicana, I don't know. I know if you don't know, I work also for Ultimate Cigar Lounge. We have a huge selection for Drew Estate. So like the Fat Bottom Betty and Dominicana is like the best sellers in the humidor. Like I buying at least 10 boxes a month and they sell right away. So it's a big hit in Ultimate.
We love to hear that. Yeah. Keep those orders coming. Keep those orders coming.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Yeah, I have a whole island of Drew Estate, and I have a whole like table with all the sweet tips and everything from the Fat Bottom Betty's, Crazy Alice, all that stuff.
Cool. So is that? Go ahead, Marty. Go.
I was gonna say I like the Leather Rose better than the Fat Bottom Betty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was about to tell you that. Yeah, Crazy Alice and Leather Rose is a little better than the Fat Bottom Betty.
But they're the same blend, but I think the Leather Rose doesn't have the sweet tip.
Mm-hmm.
Does have the sweet tip.
Betty, right? Yeah.
You're correct there. Yeah. Definitely. I love the Leather Rose too. That's one of my one of my favorite cigars too. Yeah, that we, at least from that line, from the Deadwood line. But it's interesting with the Buenas Noches, the previous sweet cap is still there, but it dissipates a little bit quicker from the Maduro. So like, I don't know. We say, a third in, but like I really feel like after a quarter, or if you even double cut that thing by mistake, you kind of don't even get it. And I don't know. I think it's a great cigar too. And we won again with the blend there. And Willie Herrera always does a great job. But yeah, that one's becoming another hit, another banger for the Deadwood line.
Oh, Mike, we can't hear you.
I thought it was me. I started panicking.
that happens every so often for Mike.
Yeah.
I don't know why that happens.
Mike. No, we can't hear you. What happened? You turned down the volume a little bit.
Anything?
That happened last week.
There you go.
I think.
Yeah,
here we go.
I don't know. Don't ask me. No, but it seems like the sweet cap does drift off quite a bit. I mean, I'm not that far into it, but I don't feel like it's as prevalent as it was at the start. So yeah.
Right. Yeah, and even like how it really set on your lips for Dominicana, the shade, the one that we came out with last year. Yeah, so
we didn't ask you. You smoke? What are you smoking, Javi?
Well, what I have right here is El Tigre. El Tigre Dominicano Undercrown.
Nice.
I can't smoke in the house. I haven't got to that level yet, but we're gonna smoke this right afterwards. But yeah, this was and if you guys have got the early access packs, this was the fire variant, as Mike smoking the water. But yeah, this cigar is near and dear to me. I love a box press cigar. It has that Sumatra wrapper. A couple guesses were thinking that it was a Liga. But that's because, and the reason why we put it under the Undercrown line is because if we're not familiar with the story of Undercrown, right? It was born on the factory floor. We're smoking too many Ligas. We had to make a different variant of Ligas for us to come out with. So this actually has in the binder some H99. Ooh. So that's why you're getting that. And yeah, and I also got to name the cigar too, El Tigre. As you see from the hat, I'm not Dominican, I'm Nicaraguense. My mom's from Esteli. And Nicaragua is near and dear to Drew Estate's heart and to my heart. So coming into the company, not knowing that at first, that was a big surprise for me. But I've been near and dear and close to the Dominican culture, living in Miami, born and raised in Miami. And And yeah, like El Tigre is like bro, it's like brother. They just, if you listen to Dominican talk for about 5 minutes, he's probably going to call you El Tigre, or he's just going to say Tigre, or ese Tigre, that that guy there, we'll get you this, we'll get you that, and all the other. So as Drew Estate always does it, we keep it culture. Like it really comes from going to Pedro Gomez's event cigar, Tuani, how we used Nicaraguense slang to kind of introduce that cigar and introduce that to the world. I thought El Tigre was the perfect name, and at first when I said it, everyone loved it. Everyone like kind of was like, and I kind of had to calm down because I knew a lot through legal copyright. We got to see if this goes through, but I felt like I hit a home run on that meeting, a grand slam, and we got it approved. And yeah, now JD, every single time he sees me, he calls me Tigre.
Hey, that's huge, man. I mean,
yeah,
your decision goes into that. That's pretty big, my opinion.
Yeah, that's a great name. You did awesome with that name.
Yeah, no, thank you. And it even goes to show like the type of atmosphere that we have at Drew, where, the guy who started off, getting everyone's coffee, opening the doors, ordering everyone's lunch, had the pleasure and opportunity to get a promotion about 2 years ago. But, I'm in meetings and, I'm heard. And what I say is just not being, left there at the table. It is being pursued, from everyone. We listen to all our ideas, and sometimes they're good, sometimes I swing and I miss, sometimes I'm like, we should get JD to ride on an elephant at Barn Smoker. Wouldn't that be awesome? But like some ideas are just not it. But this one landed, and really what I'm more proud of too is that the blend is being received so well. So thank you to everyone that has been going out to the shops, been smoking it, been posting it. That's been great. Willie did, and the blend team did an amazing job with this cigar, and I love it. Yeah, it's slowly becoming one of my favorite cigars too. Not only from Drew Estate, just like overall. Of course, I named it, so maybe it's already there.
Yeah, like I was saying ahead of time. I mean, it's all over social media. I mean, it's been out for what, 4 weeks?
3 weeks now, right?
Yeah, about 3 weeks. Yeah. When you
jammed all over the place. So I know. Let's just do some more comments. Sammy Flo is saying, "What's up, Javi?"
Oh, hey, what up, man? I didn't know you were in the mafia like that, man. I didn't know you were here.
Oh yeah, man, Chicago Mafia.
Rod saying he smokes infused every so often. Ralph Cigars downtown. Here we go. Yeah.
Wild Hockey and the show.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Matt just bought himself a box of the
Corona size.
So
hell yeah.
Yep. Fits perfectly in the Underground Lounge. There we go.
Perfect. Dímelo, tigre.
Dímelo, tigre.
¿Qué lo que?
I'm gonna be back at White Smoke and Ash. I'm absolutely gonna be there. It's been a hectic couple of weeks. We got an interview lined up with Don, the owner there for White Smoke and Ash. So you guys will see me back there. Believe me. That's a new lounge that I found a couple months ago over in Crest Hill, Illinois, which is absolutely gorgeous. A fantastic lounge. The owners are just fantastic people. So
I heard good things about it. Really good things about it.
Yeah. So. I can't speak more highly about a lounge. And I'm not taking anything away from Ultimate, but just what went into this lounge and hearing the backstory. I want to bring that story to our listeners one of these days. So, but yeah. So Javi, what's going on? I mean, you got a bunch of tickets go on sale tomorrow. You want to talk about that?
Oh yeah, let's talk about that. Yeah, so tomorrow at 6 p.m., if I'm not mistaken, someone will correct me, hopefully. We have tickets that are going to be on sale. We'll reveal the link getting closer to the time, but it's for Down with the Crown, and that's when we're going to go to Arizona, the Heritage. It's right across where the Cardinals play, the football team, and we'll go through each expression of Undercrown. So we'll give you the story behind the Maduro, the Shade, UC10, and of course, I'll be there speaking about El Tigre and smoking a box of them probably that day. Nah, well, Well, we could try.
About 3 or 4.
Give or take. Yeah. So me and the Drew crew will be there. Tickets go on sale. It's October. So if you guys are making plans or can make a weekend out of it, Arizona is close to the West Coast. If you want to go to Vegas afterwards or stay, Arizona is a great place too. Glendale, Arizona, with Phoenix and stuff like that. So definitely check that out. But yeah, stay tuned on our Drew Estate Instagram or website, drewestate.com, where the tickets will go on sale at 6 p.m. Down with the Crown.
Arizona in October can't be bad.
Oh, no, yeah.
It's not. It's not July or August in Arizona, so you're in prime time there in October. So that'd be a great event.
Definitely, yeah. And then how the West Coast is, it kind of chills out a little bit in the evening time. So as soon as we start going through our flow and the drinks start flowing, it starts getting a little. It's good to have the sports coat on.
Hello.
Oh yeah. No, that's good. That's going to be awesome. I'm super excited about that too, because Undercrown being one of our our top brands at Drew Estate, and one of the more we have a great story to tell with that, and a lot of people don't know. Actually, when I gave someone El Tigre, they were like, "Man, it actually got me smoking more of the Undercrown." Like after I told them about the H99, started going back to like UC10 and with the Maduro and seeing and just trying them out a little bit more. So that's always exciting to see when we release something new. It kind of revamps the other expressions too.
Mm-hmm.
There's for El Tigre, there's 4 sizes so far, right?
Yeah,
4 different Vitolas.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. There's a Toro, there's a Robusto, there's a Corona, and a Gordo.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all soft box press too.
Beautiful.
And yeah. Actually, yeah. I was gonna say something, but I can't say that.
Oh, you can say it.
Almost. Yeah, almost. Yeah.
We've had a couple conversations with Javi where he can't quite tell you guys about that yet, but give me time. So, which was El Tigre, which was the big thing. So.
Yeah, which was huge. We're holding that back, for a while. We got to smoke the cigar in the blend. Well, it's actually been 3 years in the making, of course, with a couple of tweaks. We started playing around with the Dominican tobacco, getting that Dominican forward filler that we have in this one as well. We started playing with those tobaccos in the blend. It wasn't box press at first, then it became soft box press. We started smoking it a little bit more. And then by November, December time, we kind of had it was a little bit before that, because by that time we already knew it was going to be Undercrown. So or in the Undercrown family. So a couple months, a little bit earlier in the year, we got to smoke it. We enjoyed it, and we kind of finalized the blend there. And then we started working through there. So that's kind of a little inside baseball about how the process went with this particular cigar. It's always different, right? With Buenas Noches, it was completely different, right? We already had something, and we had a blockbuster hit. What do they do when there's a blockbuster, right? They make Spider-Man 2, or maybe let's stay on theme, the Emperor Strikes Back, right? There's always that sequel that comes out for that blockbuster. So
it's basically the Dominicana 2.0, but just yeah, it's what it is.
Exactly. Different wrapper, right? Some people, especially when it's the first time, and Teddy, maybe you could talk about this. When people go to the humidor and they walk in for the first time, maybe haven't had a cigar, or they don't have their go-to. They're either looking at the band or the wrapper, right? They know that, hey, maybe the lighter one, which is not always true, that the lighter one is going to be lighter, right? So I'm not used to smoking cigars, so I'm going to try this Connecticut. Well, they probably don't know it's a Connecticut, but they're going to try a Connecticut cigar under the assumption that it's probably, not going to kill my throat as a UF4 or something like that.
Yeah, you're right on the money. You're right on the money. And a lot of people and that's what last year, Dominicana came out. It was a big introduction, because like I told you, Ultimate, it's huge with Fat Bottom Betty's. I order a lot. And when people saw that, and then I kind of explained that it's a little lighter. It's obviously sweet tip, the Fat Bottom Betty's a bit, but it's a little lighter. And a lot of people liked it. And we talk about not just from girls and guys, both sides love that cigar. And it's been a great hit. So like I said, I cannot wait for Buenas Noches.
Oh, heck yeah, man. Yeah, we're gonna send you guys a couple more too. Yeah, for you guys to try out and just have, like I was saying earlier, LT being such a good hit. You know, we can't let go of any boxes. You know, where they're pushing them out through the warehouse, and that's been good to hear too. You know, like I'm happy that the cigar that I just got the name. You know, it's also a hit with the community, and people are smoking it, and orders are coming through.
So I know
always
you probably mentioned. Did you mention that you were part of a little bit of the blend at all, or just
at the
helped
blend.
out?
Yeah, well, we always do like sample tests, so or
Okay.
like blend tests. You know, on Fawn, a Chicago native as well. He his story is amazing, right? He started off as a as a big fan of cigars. Went to a couple events. Went to Cigar Safari before it all before becoming a part of Drew Estate. So he'll have these blending sessions where we'll try some where there's little tweaks between them, right? Like it might not have the Sumatra wrapper, maybe it'll be Habano, things like that. So I was a bit of the part of the process there of like putting my 2 cents in, like as far as the blend goes. But of course, Willie's guiding us in the right direction.
Oh yeah.
Always and forever, like so, so yeah, just a bit, yeah. Just putting my 2 cents in there, and then yeah, when we found out that we were going to put it under Crown, I thought El Tigre will be a good name for it as well. Yeah, and this hat also kind of reminded me of it. My last name Largaespada, like as Mike nailed it in the pronunciation of saying it, is L, and I got this hat just because of that. But then it actually has like a tiger. It's like the Licey Tigres is the names, and I thought like that really what like made me connect that, because Undercrown also has some could say a lion, some could say a tiger, or either or, up to determination, right? Or interpretation, excuse me. But yeah, I thought that was perfect for the brand, and it went down pretty great. And we also included the Dominican flag there as well. So
I love that.
That's awesome.
I love that little addition of color. It really makes that the band stand out. It really
stand out, yeah. And we got like a different type of man, this is sorry, I use a lot of baseball terms, a lot of inside baseball there, but like the embossing of and maybe not something exciting to talk about, right? A band of a cigar, but a different type of level or higher quality of embossing in it too, so it could kind of like when the light hits it in the humidor, it stands out and probably piques someone's attention, to it, gravitate towards it. So
Matt says he's got a Drew event coming up in Minnesota next Thursday. So,
oh, nice, perfect. Yeah, you should definitely go to the events, because we have some. Damn, can I run and go get something real quick?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Real quick.
While we're waiting for Javier, please don't forget to share our podcast, YouTube, Spotify. All right, you guys can see us on X, Rumble. Share is caring. All right. We're here. We said before, we're here to stay. Episode 76. We're gonna hit 100 soon this year, and I'm excited.
Yeah.
So very excited. We're doing I think a good job. I'll be hitting a lot of good stuff about a lot of people, a lot of friends of mine, and a lot of customers from Ultimate. I'm very thankful, very thankful for everybody for just listening. A Greek guy just speaking.
It's always good to have a Greek guy speaking.
Yes.
It's always good to have a Greek guy speaking. While Javi's picking some stuff up, I will tell you guys a little teaser coming up in the coming weeks. We have nailed down quite a few interviews this week. We have nailed quite a few down. So
we have this. Sorry if I took a little too long there. We have this phenomenal. I'm trying to look if I have that, but I probably don't. We have these really cool, first time ever done Metallica Drew Estate t-shirts.
Oh, dude, that's
available
awesome.
in sizes at our events. Also a poster that's going to be there. So if you're going to that Minnesota one, we also have cutters that are awesome, but I have it at the desk at the office. Like, we need cutters there at the office, but this is in my pocket. And then the Rebirth of Cigars in the back there.
That is awesome.
But yeah, the new events have new swag now, starting now. So definitely, if you're gonna go check out the events or drewestate.com, look at our in-store events that we have, and definitely want to check this out because they're limited. Once they're gone, they're gone.
Well, time to have an Evera Ultimate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sammy Flo wants to know, Javi, you're going to have an El Tigre hat.
Oh, El Tigre hat. Soon.
Oh, there we go. There you go, Sammy. They want the hat.
I want that hat. Yeah. Well, this won't be the hat, but yeah, we have stuff cooking. I wanted it to be a little bit closer to the release, but we also had this already planned in the books to go alongside Metallica's Europe tour that they're doing right now, or just started. Rob just got to Rome. Rob has a tough life. He has to figure out what he needs to do for 27 hours. 72 hours in Rome. He just put a post up saying that. But yeah, Metallica's rocking out over there. We have a couple of events there, but also, domestically, we have, of course, those that are there.
Roger
outside.
Roger wants to know, is there any way to get the shirt outside the event?
My official Drew Estate answer is no, event only. Yeah, I'm sure maybe you could get some way somehow. Don't go crazy though, man.
There's always some possibilities in there.
There's a possibility in there, Maybe.
I mean,
maybe
with that, sir, you gotta smoke a black and M81.
Oh yes, for
Come
sure.
on.
Yeah,
And also,
yeah, M81 such a good cigar too. The triple Maduro that we did there, I thought I really enjoy that cigar, and it does really well for us too, and a lot of people do love it. Marty, you talk too much.
Marty, say something. Wayne is getting pissed.
Drew Estate always has such great swag. They have the best swag. Like they have these.
What about
you guys? These cool.
The spray can lighters.
Hold on, what is that?
El Tigre.
Really?
Oh, you've never seen that?
No.
Lighters?
What?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You haven't seen one of those?
No, I need one.
You living in a box?
I forget how to use it now.
Oh, you got to probably take the top off and then. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Careful with.
No.
With it.
You don't want to shoot yourself with it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
times
awesome.
than not. Yeah. That one's I actually never seen that. Well, that's before the Javiera, the Javiera era, the Drew Estate.
I got that Javiera.
Yeah, but that one right there is sick. That one precedes me, but that one's dope. Yeah.
Yeah, those are expensive. I mean, you can find those on the secondary market, and they're up there. So yeah,
they're up there. Yeah, I think I don't know. There's something there at the Blacken events that maybe not that, but maybe something else that is that is different, but just as cool. And maybe it plays out into the franchise we talked about earlier, Star Wars. They use this thing called lightsaber. Maybe there's something at the Drew Estate events that kind of resembles something like that.
Like
so that is
a Star Wars figure with a cigar lightsaber.
No, maybe a lightsaber that lights a cigar.
There's an expensive one out there floating around. Fabian Ziegler has one. Who obviously used to work for.
That's the one I have at the lounge. See, that's the one I have.
I have one of those.
Yeah.
If you guys give me a second, I can show you what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Another
so it's more goodies. I like it.
This one you have to be careful of because I once lit it this way. And dropped it really quickly.
Your pants started on fire.
You kind of right. I did that too.
Palm of my hand started on fire. Luckily, it didn't. I didn't get burned too bad.
Yeah, there's always Drew Estate does a great job with that, man.
Yeah,
great swag all the time.
I don't have it filled with butane because my sister uses them to light candles and then doesn't refill them because that's a man's job. But it's something similar like this right here, and it's also pretty powerful.
Wow!
We have it in black and white, of course, for the white for the shade, and then the black one for the Maduro. But yeah, see, it looks like a lightsaber, doesn't it?
That's beautiful.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and this thing, when someone lights a cigar in this in the meetings that we have, everyone like turns around because it's just like so strong, bro. So careful with those.
Well, I guess we're 30 minutes in, so we might as well make sort of the announcement that we've been teasing for a while here. But Chi-Town Cigars and Drew Estates has come into a little bit of a partnership here. We are going to be they're going to be sort of sponsoring our Wild Tales segment, but also you're going to be seeing quite a few giveaways coming up over the next numerous months. So we are very excited to bring in Drew Estates as a sponsor. We talked to Javier about this long and hard. So one of the things we're going to do tonight is one of these fashionable, let me see if I can take this off here. Hold on a second. So my bald head.
I was about to say
we have these hats. So we're going to be giving away one of these hats tonight. And it's real easy to be entered in to win a hat. You just have to participate, talk, comment, let us know you're here, and we will enter you into the drawing to win a hat. But you'll be seeing stuff, quite a bit of stuff over the coming months. But we're excited because obviously we all enjoy Drew Estates. We had DJ Eli on. We've talked about it enough, and we're able to work out this, I would call it, I guess partnership is probably the best way to put it. So yeah, it's a great thing, and we're definitely excited about it, and excited about having Javier and the Drew Estates team on there, because one of the things that you guys do really, really, really well, and that I admire, is it's not just cigars, but it's a culture. And I mean, that's your tagline. But it's welcoming everybody in. Cigars does it already, but Drew Estates just seems to be able to do that because of such of a big portfolio, whether it's the acids, the subculture, the ligas, the undercrowns, the factory smokes. You see it all over. I mean, and it's nice because you've got a spot for everybody. And I was sharing with Javi, I was watching a podcast before the show tonight, and a retailer, there was a recap of PCA, and this retailer said that he went to PCA looking for budget cigars, and he was looking for the $12 to $15 price range because that's what he's hearing from his consumers. You know, and it's not to say that the high end ones people don't want, but if that's what you're hearing as a retailer is, hey, I want that budget, and this is a tough time. You know, I told the fun size one this weekend when I looked at the price of gas at $5 a gallon. I'm like, holy good God, you know, and
It's
you
only
know,
going up.
yeah. So, you know, people want to keep smoking cigars, but they've got to realize I got to smoke a cigar, but I got to be able to get to the cigar shop to smoke it. So I've got to be able to afford the gas. So I really appreciate Drew Estates in that regard, and just their widespread range of pricing for everybody. So that's the exciting news that we have coming out of our show and our partnership with Drew Estates.
Yeah, no, definitely. Just a few words on that. I mean, of course, we've seen, you know, DJ Eli be here, and I've kept a close eye to it. The growth of the podcast, we want to be part of that. We have an active audience. Look at all the chats that are coming in. Hey, the swag at Florida Barn Smoker. I'll see you there. I might have something in my bag if you come pull me out or find me. I'm usually behind Will McFall, but who knows what they'll have me do this year though. Real quick, so definitely, you know, Cigar Town Cigar podcast was something that was on our radar. We like Mike said earlier, that we talked about it a few months ago. So, you know, stay involved, stay part of this community. We're going to be part of it, of helping it grow and giving out some pretty cool, sick stuff that is not going to just be the stuff that, you know, that you'll see on hasn't even been online or released by Drew Estate. We have some cool one-of-one items that are going to be coming to you guys in the community. And back to Drew Estate, I feel like we have the perfect, you know, journey for you. You know, a lot of people's first cigar was acid, right? Now we're fast forwarding, we're 30 years in the business. Acid has been out, you know, I think it's 25 years now that acid's been going strong. Because yeah, we talked about Acid 20, another dang good cigar. But right, you know, as they grown, we, you know, as Drew Estate has grown, you know, also the audience of Drew Estate has as well. That means we can't see. Yeah, exactly. Usually people don't know I was there. They're like, I didn't know you were there, Barn Smoker. Yeah, because I'm behind Will McFall holding the camera, like trying trying to see what content we could get, but Will's very colorful with his words, so we end up not using any of it. But yeah, right. Now we have Deadwood. That I don't want to say has drawn more people's attention to in the last couple of years of that being their first cigar, right? I spoke with someone recently and she said her first cigar was a Deadwood, but now she's all into Liga Privada. Like a two-year process, but now has fully gone traditional. She still loves her girls, as she said. I still love my girls, my ladies, but I see that that your palate does change throughout time, and that's what it's about, right? All of us seem to change. Once upon a time, we're probably drinking Smirnoffs or Belvedere, Grey Goose, right? And now we're like, can I have the Grand Lebat neat? Right? Like, or some nights you want that, or some nights you want the Macallan, or some nights you maybe want some mezcal. Some nights you do want the Don Julio, or you want the Jack Daniels. And you're neither wrong, or there's no right or wrong answer. It's all about what you want and what you're feeling at the time. And I think Drew Estate kind of covers all angles of that, and it's just a treat to be a part of a company and that is so deep with the culture in that way. So hell yeah.
Yeah, like Drew Estate has all the options you want. You could go from infused to sweet tip to Connecticut to Maduro to everything you want, all the size you want, and it's just it's huge. You don't have a lot of companies out there that they do that, and obviously, yes, we're gonna be sponsorship with Drew Estate, but everybody, like I said, everybody started with acids. Most of the people, the first cigars that they have, most of the time, it's an acid cigar. A Cuba Cuba, like I said, Blondie. It's always most of the people that I ask people that they started 2 years ago. I ask people that they started 30 years ago, 20 years ago. Everybody started with the acid.
With an acid,
It's great, man. It's great history and great for the people to have all those options out there.
It's the gateway. It's the gateway.
It's the gateway. Yeah, it's just the way in. We get you in, and then now you got to try everything else. So and that's also a thing too. We a couple of years ago we didn't have this, but Joey had a great idea. Does a really good job of bridging the gaps for beginners to aficionados. Hey, thank you for that, Firebone.
Yep.
But we added these tags because a lot of people didn't know that, right? Undercrown also is the same company that does Undercrown, also gives you Pappy, also gives you, Tobacco and Deadwood and those major brands like that. So a lot of people still don't know. So we still got to be out there. That's why they got me out here, spreading the word.
And it's funny you say that because we've talked about this during COVID. A lot of brands figured out that people didn't know what or who they were. They knew that they went into their local brick and mortar and reached down and grabbed the band with the guy on the motorcycle, or they grabbed the cigar with the T on it or whatever, and that's all they knew. Hey, well, what do you smoke? I don't know. It's in your lounge. It's on the right hand side. It's got a guy on a motorcycle on it. Oh, okay. It's always like all of a sudden this realization of, well, gee, we have to make sure that our name is out there associated with those cigars, because it's great that we have loyalty when they're going in and they're picking it out. But if they don't know who is the maker of that cigar, that's not really helping the brand itself, So I think it's good with those little pop-ups. I noticed it the other day because I bought a box of Undercrown Shade, the Black and Shade. Okay. And I'm like, have I noticed that before? That little
that little flap that comes up. That Black and box is one of my favorite ones that we have. So cool. But yeah, right. Like there's so many good manufacturers that are out there. Of course, even with this partnership with us, it isn't like, okay, yeah, now, can't speak about anything else. No, it's all about the culture and people smoking cigars and finding out what they like, that journey of discovery, of finding this vast world of cigars and what it is and the details behind it. That's something that COVID was like helpful and was like people slowed down a bit and started to kind of dig deeper into things or their interest or find a new hobby of what they're interested to. Cigars, we took a big big win during that time because, right, people were starting making cocktails at home. People wanted to or start ordering cigars at the house, or some brick and mortars opened up and, you came through the back and had a mask on and were able to get some cigars. So I think, and then people started getting a little bit more nerdy about it. Right. But in the best way possible. Right. Because then you start knowing, oh, well, dang, there's a region of cigars that I like. Right. I like Dominican cigars. Right. Oh, I didn't know that LFD and Opus X that's Dominican cigar, that's Dominican tobacco that are in there. Right. And then, there's Honduran, tobaccos that are in a couple of cigars, right. Like, so it got people's discovery and to know what they like. And I think that not that people have gone away from that. I think now it's like more people are getting into smoking cigars. Cigar culture is becoming bigger than it's ever been. And we're never about owning the humidor and, putting our elbows, hey, only Drew Estate here. No, we're cigar lovers as well. Shout out Cigar Lovers Magazine. but we're big cigar lovers too. In the office, we'll smoke, Padrones, or we'll smoke Olivas, LFD, any brand that you could think of, even some, Warped, even some smaller brands as well that we all enjoy. So
that's what it's all about. It's all about, coming together, and like you said, it's not just about Drew Estate. It's like you said, COVID brought everybody together and more people getting into cigars to the fact that they start like, okay, this is something new. That more people got, people that were into cigars before, and now they just explore more options out there, and it's you're right on the money. So
yeah, and then now that it's open, now the buddy's bringing his friend,
yeah.
Now I'm bringing my friend, telling him, hey, no, come to the lounge, it's pretty cool. We get to talk, watch the game, have a drink or just a smoke, like I think it's all about that time to give back to yourself. A lot of us work hard, especially, with the current state of the culture right now. And, prices being up, that sometimes, dang, I just put $50 in my gas tank, quick $15 for myself doesn't, but maybe I needed this, for, you don't have to go crazy on someone. I might need you to read. Yeah. What are you drinking over there, Marty?
I'm drinking a Whiskey Acres rye.
Ooh, I love
That's
rye.
a local distillery outside of Chicago here that makes a good rye.
Let's take a quick break here. Have a word from our sponsors, and we'll come back and we're going to dive into some more Drew Estates with Javi.
Hell yeah. Let's do it.
Step into luxury at Ultimate Cigar Lounge, where passion meets perfection. Discover a world of premium cigars, hand-selected from the finest tobacco regions. From bold beginners to seasoned aficionados, our curated collection delights every palate. Grab a cigar from our amazing selection, pair it with freshly brewed coffee or fine spirits, and sit back and relax in an atmosphere of elegance and warmth. Ultimate Cigar Lounge, your haven for unforgettable moments. Visit us today and ignite your senses. Ultimate Cigar Lounge, located in Villa Park, Illinois. Looking for the ultimate eyewear experience in Chicagoland? Discover Eyewear Fix, your premier eyewear store for over 28 years. From sunglasses to sports glasses to safety gear, we've got it all at every price point. Bring your prescription, and we'll handle the rest. Our appointment-only office offers a private, concierge-style experience tailored to your busy schedule. Call or text Chris at 630-853-4167 to book your visit and see why Eyewear Fix surpasses expectations. Eyewear Fix, where style meets precision. Get your fix today.
This episode of Chi-Town Cigars is brought to you by Aganorsa Leaf Cigars, where great cigars begin exactly where they should, with the tobacco. Grown from authentic Cuban seed tobacco on Aganorsa's own farms in Nicaragua, these cigars are built on flavor, balance, and craftsmanship. No gimmicks, no shortcuts. From the first light to the final draw, you taste the difference when the leaf comes first. Aganorsa Leaf Cigars, the leaf is our strength.
Nailed it, Mike.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Getting better.
Marty,
Flawless.
it works. Marty,
It does, yeah.
keep doing it.
Put him on
Yes,
solo, he nails it.
he
I don't see
nails
you
it.
making faces at me.
Tear your eyeballs on you. I hear you.
Yeah, with these guys, yeah,
He gets a little nervous when we all on the screen, but when he's by himself, he's doing a great job. I love it.
Perfect. Got to call an ISO on that play. Mike, top of the key.
So Javier, you do a lot with the social media, with the media in general.
Mm-hmm.
This is getting tougher and tougher for cigar brands. I mean, media is tough. You know, there's so many restrictions out there. What are you finding is the greatest challenge besides the restrictions, I guess?
Huh, dang, that's a great question. The greatest challenge. I think that it's finding the right people to partner with. You also don't want to you don't want to make it seem it's a great scene from The Social Network where I think it's Justin Timberlake's character where he's like, well, when you start running ads, you kind of ruin the party and like you ruin the fun of it. And that's always stuck with me in this marketing career of like, I don't want it to now seem that, you know, now Mike, Marty, and Teddy are going to be talking heads for Drew Estate. You know, I still want it to remain authentic. So that, and there's people that understand that. There's people that are kind of like, no, but I don't, it could just be Drew Estate. And like, well, no, you know, like you're building that brand for yourself. And we don't want to just now, you know, if we wanted another, 12 posts of Instagram, we could do it ourselves, or, like, we could, there's other ways of getting that done is basically what I'm saying. Another one is really just seeing like the value, right? The media and social media, YouTube and stuff like that. There's a hard way to, to my bosses and their bosses to kind of look at the black and white sheet and say, okay, hey, well, we paid X amount. What did we get for that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, sometimes it's not direct, right? It's not direct. We could talk about this is going to be up, and maybe someone buys a box of El Tigre or they'll buy a box of Acid. Oh, dang, I remember that. That was my first cigar. I should just have it in my humidor because it was my first, or have it at the house, like reminiscing of it to rebuy it. But it's not like we could link that back to Chi-Town Cigars or this podcast, right? So that's always a challenge with marketing, right? What's working, what's not. That, and then also your Drew Estate, your top 5 cigars. People think you have this endless bankroll, and that's not the case. No. I wish, but yeah, those are a few of the challenges that I have to say with that too.
Cigar Smoking Artist, aka Matt, was saying he thinks the toughest part would be coming up with some new original content.
And that's also the part that I guess at least my role or what I want to be with the partnership is also be part of that ideating of like, well, hey man, how about we try this?
Mm-hmm.
How about we try that? Or hey, have you guys ever thought, like helping maybe create original ideas, original content, of course, like being a part of the business of the media partner that we're with, rather than just like, okay, it's January, you're going to pay or you're not going to pay. Right? Or then I got to put on my hat and say, well, let's run the numbers. Let's look at it. What were the impressions like, rather when we could, well, hey, let's, stuff like the giveaways. That's just a small example of it, right? Like, hey, well, have you guys done that? No. Would you guys think it'll work? We could always try it out. We could, 6 months from now, we could say, hey, well, great. That was awesome. The giveaways worked out. We'll double down for next year, or we'll cut back on that. We'll start doing some other ideas and ideating, start lighting up some cigars, maybe some rye on the side, and start really getting the rolling. And that's what it's really about. At least for me and my perspective and how I want it to be. I don't want it to just be a transactional thing. I want it to be that like Drew Estate is a part of it in some way or capacity.
Right.
We do like
we put a lot of focus on trying to be authentic and be ourselves, and not be an advertisement. And we spend a lot of time trying to put together interesting content, and especially nowadays when you go on YouTube and you just see all this AI generated content. It's like, you know, within the first minute of it, you're like, I don't want to watch this anymore. I want to see a real person talk and, you know, we're trying to create a good group of people that show up every week and have fun and, you know, celebrate the cigar lifestyle.
And yeah, you know, when I first met, I met Marty and Mike 2021. I believe, yeah, about 5 years ago. I think I met you guys. Or yeah, 5 years ago. It's probably one of people, and now we're talking just, you know, we're together on the podcast, right? We talking about as a friendship. Marty's the same guy. Mike is the same guy, and I'm, you know, people told me I haven't changed since I was 15 years old. I'm 35 now, so I'm the same person. You know, you see three guys, like, we met each other through the cigar industry, obviously through Cigar Dojo that we talked about it before, previous episodes, and brought us together. But we haven't changed. It's like the same people you see us, and we, like Marty said, we try to keep it original. I mean, it's who we are. I'm not trying to be like, hey, I'm trying to speak a better English, you know. No, some people, like, it's sometimes, Teddy, I cannot understand you. It's like, it's okay, you understand me some of the episodes down the road. But it's Marty is right on the point. It's he nailed it. Like, we are together, and we're like, we're not gonna change. There's no point of changing. And even in my lifetime, in my other job, I haven't changed. I'm the person. Even with people, we went outside of work one of these days, because I work for a company. We went outside, you know, have a couple drinks. You're like, the guy was like, dude, you're the same guy that you're at work. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you want me to be just awkward and not talking to you guys? So I'm in the same guy. I'm not gonna change. So
that's beautiful, man. Hell yeah. We need more people like you, man. Yeah, that's great. I can't say the same. I think I'm a little different. Not like on the podcast or like this, you know, but like definitely different from like an event or like before and after an event. I'm exhausted.
Oh, that's,
right? You know,
that's
like,
yeah,
you know, social battery.
Understandable.
And stuff like that. Yeah. You might catch me at the lobby, like try not to have a conversation with anybody. No, I'm kidding. I'm pretty much the same everywhere and anywhere, but there's circumstances, right? We have off days, right? And we're allowed some off days, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
I think the thing is with this industry, this lifestyle, this hobby, it's very different because there's so much competing for your dollars. I mean, you know, you walk into a humidor and there's hundreds of cigars there. And so it's a matter of going, okay, and you said it, we've said it before. We want people to try all different cigars. You know, do we have a couple sponsors? Yeah, absolutely. But at the same point, it's like going, we want to be authentic. We want to say, hey, we like this cigar. This isn't the cigar for us, but it could be the cigar for you. So we recommend going out and trying it. So it's tough. I mean, I can't picture working for Drew Estates or any brand where you're going, this is what I'm pushing, because at the same point, and we've asked this to a couple guests, do you smoke other brands of cigars? And they've all come back and said, yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
We want to know what somebody else is doing.
Yeah,
so it's part of our authentic thing is, hey, we just want to sort of be who we are. Yeah. You're not going to get the most polished podcast, but you're going to get a podcast that we think is entertaining and bringing some good information and bringing on the people that we want to talk to. You know, we're fans as much as we're, you know, media.
And there's community that's already here, right? And it's about having a safe. Marty's kind of said it, like a place where we could, you know, come every week and, you know, let our hair loose and just get to, you know, talking or new information, bringing guests on like myself, or letting you guys know a little bit of behind the stories of the brands. I've always liked that. That's the podcast that I kind of gravitate towards too, even if it's like, you know, film directors to musicians to artists, you know, like, or even, of course, cigars, you know, right. There's a couple podcasts that are doing a great job out there. And yeah, it's just all about discovery and listening and having that like community where you kind of could just hang out and be with the boys and or just be yourself. And that's the thing too about cigars, at least I wasn't used to. I was in hospitality for a good amount of years, and then I was in real estate marketing for realtors, and it was very like, you know, there's a lot of pressure, right? Like they have $1 million deal or whatever, they have this new house that they never closed on, and you know, a lot of pressure, anxiety was there for them. They didn't, it was the first time getting there, so it was like, oh, dang, why are you yelling at me? I don't. That's not my job. My job is to help you with Instagram, but you're talking to me about a contract. But what I'm trying to say too is about like that polished look. I used to go into the office with like a button-up shirt and
Yeah.
like my slacks and stuff. But that it wasn't like that was like cool for me to do if that was always me or that's me. We have guys that are like that. Ernie Watson, he's always dressed, ready for action, ready to close ready to close $1 million deal or run for governor. But and then we have JD, who's always himself at every single room that he walks in, but that goes in from the top to the bottom, and you show up as you, and you are who you are. You don't have to change it in any way. And I think that's not only at Drew Estate. I think it's in cigar lounges too that I visited across the country, where being you is just enough. And in this world of like superficialness and AI, everything perfect, and it's like it's just good to like, oh, okay, wow, I could be myself, and that's good, and that's good enough, like. And I think that right there was like what sold me into this culture.
You talk about your past. So how long you been in the cigar industry, even before you work with Drew Estate? How long? Like what age did you start smoking?
So the first time I had
Legally.
yeah, 21, of course. No,
Yeah.
I think let me see here. I didn't think about the age, but I had my first cigar. I always had the point in my life that I was cutting back liquor. It's like running 5Ks, and I was being a madman. I don't know what hit me during that time, but I was like 27. I think it was around the time like I was about to hit 30. So I was like, I'm being the best shape of my life before 30 years old. And then 32 happened, and now I'm where I'm at now. But anyways, at 27, Little Havana, they were at it was like a Cuban bar, but they also had a humidor, and there was a guy outside. He was rolling cigars. He was adding the leaf on the cigar. I wasn't drinking at the time, is why I was saying the whole 5K thing. That's the point of my life that like I wasn't drinking. And I was there with my godmother and my dad and a couple and my cousins too, Tony. And I was like, okay, I'll have a cigar. I wasn't gonna drink. Just had cigar with some water. Probably not the best pairing in the world, but hey, why don't we try it? So I tried the first cigar. I actually grabbed another one for my cousin, and then they gave me and like one more to go. And like I didn't know at the time, right? The infamous bag, right? That they give you at the at the lounges when you buy more than one stick, right? And that was my first time having a cigar. And then was probably about like 3 years. Perfect. Thank you for. I'll get to that. 3 years later. Wait. I'm with Drew Estate 5 years now. I'm 32. Okay. It'll be 28. So then at 28, I was in a rough patch, trying to find a job. I was driving Uber. I was, just trying to make ends meet. Just that was the first time and maybe people should do this, because it's actually good. Because everyone tells you make more money. No one tells you to save money or tells you look at what your expenses and what you owe, right? Okay, I got gas, my insurance, my phone. The necessary stuff, like not distilled wine, the locally, we don't put that on there, we put the bills that you need to just survive in the world, right? And I did that, and then I was Uber driver, and then I was putting my resume out everywhere. Then I got a call, and they said, hey, do you mind smoke? And I say, well, what type of smoke? Cigar smoke. I was like, no, I smoked a cigar a couple times here and there, but I'll check it out. And then I walked in. The first thing I saw, besides Eric Cordova, who's our IT guy, love him to death. I feel like I owe him so much because he was the one that like trained me and told me everything. I walked in, and then there was this sign. It said Herrera Esteli. And like I said earlier, my mom's from Esteli.
Mm-hmm.
My mom's from Esteli, and her maiden name is Herrera. And I was like, what the heck is this? Like, and I stopped right there, and he was like, he made a sharp left, he was like giving me the tour. And I was like, hey, Herrera, what is this? And like, oh yeah, that's one of our brands, Master Blender, Willie Herrera. I was oblivious. I didn't know. I looked up the company before I walked in. I looked at the website, browse over. Oh, okay, cigars. Blah, 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 blah. I guess and we update the website thanks to yours truly. No, I'm kidding. It was the team effort. But I guess I didn't see that, right? And then I saw, oh wow, oh yeah. He was like, no, yeah, we're in Esteli, Nicaragua. We have a house there. We have La Gran Fábrica that is there that we bring people to. And I was like, and this was almost like COVID came back. COVID had a comeback somewhere around there. It was kind of like around that time, like where like we thought we killed the beast, and then again, like a movie, it came back, was resurrected. But it's because I know we went completely remote in the Javiera as well. So so yeah, I got all that knowledge then there. Then I really went on the website. I started watching our Freestyle Live episodes, and I started learning about that and seeing the culture, and like meeting JD before meeting JD, which was awesome because it wasn't nothing less than what I saw there. He was exactly who he was, and that's when also like reaffirmed like, man, I think I have a future here at this company. So yeah, that was kind of like my introduction to and I haven't been with how I would never say never, but I mean, really, I'm DE4L. They gave me this opportunity to now even be on a podcast, to name a cigar, to go out to Esteli, Nicaragua, and seeing how it's impacted my culture, and it's connected me to Nicaraguense culture more than anything ever in my life did. And now I'm more Nicaraguense than I was 5 years ago, right? Because it was never a thing, here in Miami. I've worked for plenty other different cultures, but never one that was impacting my people directly. So that was a big win and a pride thing. And I know that there's other manufacturers that are there, and also they're phenomenal cigars too, and have phenomenal facilities too. Like some of them are that I haven't got to see yet, but I've seen from afar, have beautiful factories, and they do great cigars, and not a knock on them. It's just that Drew Estate is my home. At least I hope it is. And if it's not, hey man, I'll send you guys my resume. Hopefully we can work something. I'm joking, but yeah. As to answer the question, my favorite Drew Estate cigar, I'll say right now, and maybe if I come back on a year on later and it'll change, but right now at the moment it's El Tigre. No, but
Absolutely.
It is. But no, but really what I've been smoking and what I've been digging on a lot actually is the H99 Papas Fritas.
Oh,
I don't know why. It's like, I don't know if it's because more like it's a more condensed, like 30-minute, maybe 30 to 40, 45-minute smoke. I could smoke it like during a meeting real quick, like, during the day. And then like when I'm out too, I'm not like tied down to the cigar all night, kind of thing. So I've been liking that, but bro, like easily like 3 months ago, I was like UC10 all day. And then a couple months after that, actually during our Florida Barn Smoker, and after it, like 20 Acre Farm, which was like right when I came on board, that was like our latest release was 20 Acre, because Jack Heyer, who's now with Camacho, he gave me that beautiful ashtray of 20 Acre. I remember it, and I was like, "You're just giving me this? This thing's like a weapon too, like that." I don't know if any maybe they're in the comments, or if you guys have had it. That 20 Acre ashtray is a lethal weapon. It should be registered. But it was beautiful, and he also helped me get my way in there a little bit. I got to be on some of the sets for I can't. It's funny when it's early access, I'm ready to call it Freestyle Live, but then when it's Freestyle Live, I'm ready to call it early access. How the mind works is beyond me. But yeah, I would say right now is definitely the Papas Fritas. I actually smoked one today. Today, matter of fact, we switched out the distilled water in one of the humidors, and I was like, boom, I'm taking that.
Did it shock you? Because obviously you weren't in the cigar industry, so all of a sudden you're going into Drew Estates, and it's like, I mean, you're walking into one of the core four, companies.
Yeah, it shocked me. Yeah, that's a great way to say it. It shocked me in many ways, right? Not only the spook of Herrera Esteli, it shocked me that how big this this community, this culture, the cigar world is, but it's also very small, right? You know, like, but it's massive, right? Like, you know, people are smoking all over the world, you know, all throughout the country, right? We had, and how big the company was, right? Because I knew the people in the office, right? And then there was like a wing of accounting that like I never went to, but then I got to like meet them, and then it was all the territory managers like Ben Pearson, who's out in Chicago, right? Like I got to meet some of them, and there's 18 of those guys that are out on the road. So it fascinated me, right? Like how I wanted to learn more. I was like, man, this is like this is cigars is a thing, you know, right?
There's a lot of details, a lot of history, man. There's a lot.
That too. And then Jack also gave me a tobacconist book too, where I started learning about like the earliest tobaccos, on where it goes, on the spiritual side, and how it formed into this whole thing, how some of the, I guess, the Arenosa, I probably said that wrong, sorry, but like how they've preserved, you know, leaves and seeds of tobacco from Cuba, and now having it in Nicaragua, and they preserving that, you know, how that has happened. The new cigar, the old age cigar, you know, like how there's that. You have one of my favorite cigars, the Padron 1964, you know, legacy brands that are there. Yeah, you like that?
Yeah, that's my favorite brand.
that one's a banger, bro. I love that,
dude.
One of those. I'd have
one.
Even
26 or 1964, it's a great cigar, dude.
Yeah, 64, the Maduro.
Yes.
If I'm walking in your lounge, please set one aside. I will be happy to give you my card to pay it. But yeah, like learning all that, like I said, fascinated me. It spooked me. It was like, wow. But then it also very much excited me. I was like, well, maybe I'm not just going to be here at the front desk forever. Right. Like, or maybe there's growth within this company that I can have. And then JD I didn't know at the time, you know, honestly, I was just answering, you know, the man's questions, you know, cause he's the man, right? He would show me a magazine and show me an ad of, you know, a cigar ad. I don't know which one. T52 was all, I love the little cigarillos, the ones that come in the 10. I keep that in my book bag. So whenever I leave like the airport or whatever like that, like I have a quick fix before I start glitching. But those are great. The T52s are awesome.
That's what I wanted to ask you. What are you between T52 H99 or number 9?
Or number 9. I was T52 at first.
Okay.
But I'm very much H99 right now.
Wow.
Very much in the H99. Yeah. Not saying that number 9 has never had a place in my heart, but it's never was like I lean to the T52. I'm not sure if it's because I also got the story of T52 before, of how we burned through, you know, we messed up the fermentation for the first 3 years, you know, we preserved it. We also preserved that seed from Cuba as well. You know, the broadleaf tobacco that we used there from Connecticut, like learning all those facets of it. And I don't know, I just leaned to T52. But yeah, that's where I was. I forgot what I was saying. I don't know. I was saying something, but it probably doesn't matter.
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be. I think about Drew Estates, and I'm thinking, man, you didn't start out small. You didn't.
Right.
Did not
yeah.
start out small with one of these little, you know, boutique brands. You know, you jumped in and like, okay, hey, I'm here and show me the way. So yeah,
jumped right in the game. I like it. I love it.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Right, Jay. I was talking about that, about JD showing me these ads, and I'll just give him my honest opinion, or he'll ask me about, hey, what do you think about if I wear this to the family reunion, or little things like that, just picking my brain, and then there were some conversations of me moving up and stuff like that, edging out T52 out of my life. Hey man, you gotta keep it boxed just in case. I think if you store it in your humidor for 6 months, they taste way better. No minor leagues or I mean, yeah,
you went straight to the big leagues,
straight to the majors. Yeah, I went straight to the majors. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that would make me feel better about the baseball career I had. So yeah, let's say that I went straight to the majors. Yeah, and I got with the winning team too. You know,
yeah, you did.
I always say that too, that it's easy to win on a winning team and a good organization, you know, as it is for guys who do, you know, the parallel of back to baseball, right? Like people that go to a team that no one's really interested in winning, that guy's career doesn't do as well. But yeah, he was picking my brain. I thought there was a point there. I thought, man, this guy's just moving the carrot on me, man. The good old bait and switch,
Yeah.
But I stuck around, was patient, and also was rewarded for my patience and applauded for my loyalty. And now we are where we are now, where we released, El Tigre, had my hand in early access, the new launch of the website. I was a baby. I was 3 years old when we opened the Gran Fabrica, or when JD was sleeping on the floor, 30 years ago at the Gran Fabrica in Esteli, Nicaragua. But now I have the opportunity to be there with him, alongside him, and this new passion that, he hates saying the return, the return of passion, because he's always been passionate about cigars. But the reignited flame in JD for his son, JD2, for Jay San and Son, and being there on the ground level floor with him, alongside him. This is a big part of his legacy. It's a big part for Drew Estate too. It's the first time that we're going to be have a shop, have a a home that is ours, that is us selling directly to to people that love and enjoy cigars. Not only Drew Estate is going to be there too. We also release brands that for Jay San and Son that will be rolled there in the factory. So it's been a challenge. It has been quite of an I never had to market something that was coming, right? It's easy to market Undercrown, right? I came in, like how you guys said, it was the majors. I walked in and they were like, here's our brands and here's our stories. All right, perfect. And then there's a way that we could do this, or we could be cheeky about the H99 story, or have a little fun with Deadwood and Acid's a fun brand. It's a vibrant brand. We could do, have different ideas for those, but right. How do we market something that is coming? But okay, it's not only a cigar lounge.
I'm so excited for this, dude. Like, so excited.
Dude. Yeah. For
restaurant.
Like,
it's going to be cigar lounge, right? And it's going to be also live music, correct?
Live music, restaurant, factory too, that we're going to be rolling 500 cigars there. So you get to see the process there, right? And these are going to be hand selected cigars by the founder of Drew Estate. That is something that that no other place in America could say that they have. Number one, that not only, right, like we have this venue where you could have a live performance going on. We have this phenomenal bar. We have Seth Jules, she could make popcorn or paper taste good. That's how much of a mastery savant that she is in the kitchen, right? So and then so talking about that, of like getting those brands, bringing those to life, right? And I'm super excited about that. And then also the Dominican factory too. I was talking to the guys earlier before we put the makeup on, about getting to be, months before or while we were talking, I just like recently came back from a trip out there. And I got to see the factory, there's not a rolling table there yet, seeing that process and getting to be part of this new era. We just celebrated 30 years, right? We just got to our 30 years. But we're not slowing down. The Dominican factor, it's an and, right? Nicaragua still going to be there. Esteli, the Gran Fabrica is the mothership, right? And that's not going anywhere. I laugh because one of our guys said, so you guys decided to build another Death Star, right? Staying on theme here. but yeah, we built another one, right? And that's going to be the Dominican factory, Drew Dominicano. So and going to see, and it's the first time that we have our own farm too, that we're going to be sourcing tobacco from our own farm. We've always respected the farmers out there in Nicaragua, but also we came up as the little dog, right? Like, and then these 30 years came by, and then now you look around and now you're part of the top 5. And that process of us being there, but also embracing and welcoming Dominican culture into Drew Estate as well, and having these tobaccos that Willie Herrera, the mastermind that he is, our master blender, basically a new pantry unlocked in the kitchen, right? We've used Dominican tobacco before, but it was never like the one that like from our farm, like
Exactly. Yeah.
right. And also like, right, it's going to travel from the farm to the factory, not going to get on a boat and then we have to wait 6 months to get to to customs or whatever like that, then get to Nicaragua. Or I don't know exactly the insides of that, but like I'm just saying that we get to go from, as they say in the food industry too, from farm to plate. A little bit more with that, and even try more blends, taste blends. We got some exciting stuff coming about. Let me tell you about that right now. There's a banger out there with some of that tobacco already. So I could imagine, and Willie's super excited. We're all excited at Drew Estate. It's just a new era of Drew, and this should just bring us to make more brands and more cigars for people to love and enjoy, and maybe have their first one, right? And bring them into this culture that we all love, that is dear to us. And bam, perfect. Okay, hey, you like that? Well, try LFD. You might like that one too.
Yeah. No, I think it's a great time. I mean, I shared it with you a month or two ago when we were talking. I mean, what Jonathan's doing with Jason and Son, it's going to be exciting. I mean, I looked at those blends that he put out, that he talked about, that's going to be coming out, that are going to be the core line, and it's like, wow, he's thought this through. And I know, he doesn't like the idea of reinvigorated or but it's at the same point, it is. You see the twinkle in his eye. You see him online posting stuff, and you're like, he's excited again. He's excited. He's got a vision. He's got a passion again. Not that he ever lost it, but it's like, hey, I'm doing something for a purpose beyond himself. Now he's looking at his son and going, hey, I'm going to put this out for my son. I'm going to, and hopefully he can jump into it, so it's
he's already loving it. He's already loving it. And like, you see him at some people have seen him at the Barn Smokers, more importantly with like the 20 acre, he's playing around in this tobacco fields. I feel like it's already shown, and maybe we're wrong. Maybe he grows up and he wants to become a rock star, right? Like, who doesn't? But we get him on James Hetfield to give him some practice, right? But no, he's ready. I see it, and I hope that he does lean towards, because his dad is working so hard on these brands and this legacy that he's leaving for him. And I think that like that's like the part of the story that is easy to fall in love with Jason and Son too. I haven't had the pleasure of having a kid, but people that do have children, and I know even like with my dad, wanting me to be better than him. He's like he's always said that to me growing up, right? And also like to leave me something. This wonderful room that I'm in this house is brought to you by my dad, like, and the hard work that he put in. So that I still would have to work hard, but maybe not as rough as he had to do it, of course. But back to JD and his son with this passion that everyone could relate to, that, right? Like, of, man, like, yeah, when I had a kid, we all want to leave our kids something, and this is something that he wants to leave JD too. And these brands are amazing. The Madrugada, I love that name. That basically means the crack of dawn. The 13 years. It was 13 years since we sold Drew Estate to Swisher. And those were painful years. Not so much painful in the sense of his pocket. No, I'm kidding, but painful painful that, like, man, like, did you or did he make the right mistake, the right decision? And I don't think today that JD looks at it as a mistake at all. He loves the Swisher family, and we love them as partners too. They've always been cool to work with, and I think they love having us too. It goes both ways. It's a win-win, right? Because they love Liga Privadas. Whenever we get to get around them, they're always just like man, okay, do you have a Liga? For you, of course we have a Liga. Yeah. But yeah, the 13 years and that brand, I can't wait to have that one. He also has the West End Cigars, which is a partnership with Stacey Wade, out in Connecticut with the gin company. They've been family for such a long time, and that passion between both of them, that's going to be another banger. Homegrown, and I always feel like I missed one. Madrugada, Jason and Son, Homegrown. There's one that's there, but but it's leaving me now. It's gonna mess with me. Hold on, let me look this up real quick.
Even like we talked about in previous episodes, this is huge for Drew's Day, right? You've seen throughout companies, mentioned Padron, Perdomo, we mentioned before that how just passes down to the family, and now Drew's Day does the same thing with their son. It's huge. It's all about the family in the end. All right, like you say, yeah, maybe the son will grow up, he's not gonna get into cigars. You never know, but it's a legacy. That's what legacy starts about, and it's shown a lot with the cigar companies out there. A lot of cigar companies working together with father and son, and you mentioned 1964 Padron. I mean, Padron right now, it's huge, right? And the son is just he's following his dad's steps. It shows a lot with all these companies working together and bringing to the family.
Yeah, something that he said, JD, and I think it's Jim Beam, or J Beam, the liquor. They're like on their 7th beam, or like it's been passed down, throughout generation to generation, and that's something that excites him and like kind of like really makes him going. And it's our trademark, which is the one that is the windmill. Actually, the windmill band, and hey, I don't want to steal JD's thunder on explaining all of them, but that one has a real dear story, not only to JD but also to JD too, to his son, because that is tied into his upbringing. I'll let JD talk about it. But yeah, it's super sick.
What's the release timeline for all those? Are there dates? Yeah.
We haven't received dates. We're still in the blending process for some of them. Some of them are like near the finish line. It all comes down to when we get to open the venue. Of course, we're opening somewhere in Miami. You got to dot your I's, cross your T's. Keep the palms greasy. I'm kidding. But
avoid hurricane season.
Yeah, it's so much stuff. I remember one time we were getting the AC unit installed, and then that was like we had a date, and then that got pushed back for one reason or another. I think it was like a rain that was happening during that time, because Miami, it's very moody, like my girlfriend, and
she's not in the house.
She's doing something else. Yeah,
she's not watching us.
No, she actually sent me a picture of her like watching it on YouTube.
Nice.
All right.
There we go. But yeah, like yeah. So where was I? Now that completely I started now getting panic. What is she going to tell me after this? Oh yeah, but the AC unit. So like little stuff like that happens. Well, we were hoping that we get everyone to try these cigars by the end of next year. It is a lot, and like how we said, we have the venue, all that stuff. I think it might be even sooner than that, but so don't quote me.
There's a lot of moving pieces there with the venue, and then all those different blends. Yeah, there's a lot there.
There's a lot there. Yeah, and
I'm ready. I'm waiting. I can't wait.
Oh yeah, no, I can't wait either. That I don't know which one's gonna be my favorite, but I just love that 13 years. And I love the meaning of it and the story behind it. And we were gonna elaborate a little bit more on that. It has so many other meanings too. Yeah, for real. Well, I'm buying flowers right after this. I'm gonna go ahead and and the door flies open. I'm gonna go.
What did you say?
Go ahead and Instacart some flower. A dozen roses right now.
There you go.
Or Honey, I'll be right back. Hold on.
Well, what do you say we take a break here real quick and we do our Drew Estate sponsored Wild Tales?
Yes,
let's do it.
You know what? I don't have like the sponsorship in the intro yet.
That's okay.
It'll be in there.
We'll be next week.
I'm here. That's good enough.
I have the perfect spot for it. All right, here we go.
Get ready for a tale that you won't believe. Wild tales from the wild side.
Welcome to Wild Tales from the Wild Side. Mike, what stories do you have for us today?
Oh, we are getting so high tech now. It's not even fun. Holy cow.
Talk about AI, like Mario was saying, like this is what only we use AI just to have fun.
That's it.
And the
yeah.
cartoons, that's it. So
No, yeah, that makes complete sense.
AI
Yeah,
for my
that's
voice
what,
to be fine.
that's what it's good for.
Yeah.
yes. Just
So
to have
we're
fun.
starting out this week with something crazy, but not too crazy. It's pretty common, but it was interesting once again that a raccoon has managed to sneak into the home through a pet door this time. Snuck into the pet door, raided the kitchen. Let's see here. I can show you guys.
Oh man,
in there, and
some
had
fun.
a full little feast for himself while he was in there, getting into everything he possibly could get into, crawling up onto the stove. So always nice to see the raccoons find their way into homes.
He
So
looked like he was
You know,
passed out there on the floor. Did he
I got
get
a
into,
story
like, booze?
that it happened
Yeah,
to.
yeah, he was like drunk. Yeah, he was drunk off artificial flavoring.
Dude, raccoons are so funny, dude. Raccoons are so funny.
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
those big chips got to him.
yeah, the big hot Cheetos. They really can.
Marty, I found something special for you this week. Did you hear about this one?
No.
The loose cow turns a college campus into a Western.
Oh, I did hear about that one.
No way.
I saw
The
videos of
University
that.
of Illinois, a full-size cow escaped. Wait, hold on a second. There we are. There we go. There it is.
Man.
The full-size cow escaped while it was unloading. It casually strolled the college campus, walking around as students were taking their finals and their tests.
I saw him like chasing people.
The road and see them.
Yeah.
Oh, he was chasing people. That's
Yeah, I saw him chasing people.
What the heck?
They took multiple tranquilizers to get him down.
Jesus, where was this at?
The University of Illinois.
Yeah, it looks like a bull.
And Pain Urbana.
Oh,
They
wow.
have a big agriculture program there.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes
They have
sense.
they have a part of the campus called the South Farms, where
Wow.
they have like cows that have like windows into their stomach. I don't know, so they can watch what's going on with the digestion or something. I don't know.
Yeah, college campus is at its best. So
Yeah.
Continuing on with our wild animals, a herd of goats wandered into a public playground and took over the slide.
Yes, I love goats.
The kids,
love
were,
goats too, yeah.
kids were pushed
We actually
away
have
from the
goats in
slides
Idaho.
and had to watch the goats have a good time on there. So that was that one. And then, and then let's go back to this. Somebody stepped away from their grill for a little bit, and a bear decided to come up and enjoy their hamburgers.
That
They
is
had a nice
awesome.
look out from the kitchen.
That had to be Tennessee or something.
Yeah, that shot of him holding the like the top of it, the one to the right. That's
Yeah.
that's money. AI can't make that.
He's checking
Bears
on
are-
that one. You know, these could be cooked a little bit longer. I'm not so sure about that. So
Yeah, yeah. He likes some medium rare,
Yep.
medium raw.
yeah. And then our final one, I actually had this happen to me. A wild dog jumped, I shouldn't say wild dog, but a dog jumped onto a race course. So Javi, you were talking about doing 5K.
5Ks, yeah. Look at that. Oh yeah, that's
It's always
hilarious.
interesting when you're running through a neighborhood and all of a sudden a dog decides to jump out there on the road with you and run alongside of you. And you're not sure, is this a safe dog or is this not safe?
Right, yeah,
Yeah. So
especially that big boy. My golden would never. She could like run for like 2 minutes and then she's done. She doesn't want to run anymore.
my dogs would be running and go, okay, we're done. We're out of here.
We're done. Yeah, we're out of here. Yeah, we're done with this.
Those are our
Where's the
wild
snacks?
tales from the wild side.
I love dogs.
Oh, cool. All right, good. I thought we had to get a wild story. You guys had me rolling through the Rolodex of wild stories. Because I don't have too many.
No, we're keeping you safe on that one. We're keeping you
Okay,
Do you
good.
have any wild pet stories you want to share?
A wild pet story? Damn. No, the only one I could
That's
think
okay.
of
You
is
don't have to.
yeah, the only one I could think of was a wild story that like we went like in Nicaragua, we're leaving Ometepe, and you got to go like in a what is it, a ferry, right? But then it was too late. We left the island too late, and then we had to go like on this submarine. Not really like it was like half in the water, half out the water, but it was raining so hard. I was scared you know,
Uh-huh.
scared out of this world. I don't want to curse. It's a family show. I'm joking. But my mom, she was just laughing like after every twist and turn, because it was very like there was turbulence on that thing. You know, it was really rocky there in there, and she was just laughing and having the time of her life. And I'm like, you know, try not to like, you know, shit all over this, you know, seed subtraction of a thing. But
They have alligators in that lake.
I have no idea. I actually I don't want to know.
I will share with you a wild tale I had that actually happened a couple weeks ago. I'm sound asleep. It's probably midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and the fun size one wakes you gotta wake up. You gotta wake up. And I'm like, what? So she points at the wall and says, "There's a spider on the wall. You've got to kill it." So half awake, I get up, I grab a shoe, I whack the damn thing. You got to clean up off the wall now. Go to the bathroom, get some toilet paper. I come out and I go to grab it. Well, it was a nail. It was a nail that she had hung something and then she had moved it. She forgot to pull the nail out. So when she woke up half awake, so I cussed at her for about 10 minutes going, "You woke me up to kill a nail. I hope you're happy about it."
You're lucky you didn't hit it with your hand. You did.
Oh yeah, imagine.
You man's doing that?
Oh.
Oh, dude, it just woke up. You're like, oh.
Ah, yeah, damn.
I'm like, you know, I bet you the next morning I took the nail out of the wall. She's like, "I'm sorry." I'm like, "Oh yeah, okay."
You nailed it, Mike.
There's a dead nail in our living room or in our bedroom. Yeah.
That was good form, Marty.
Oh man,
It's funny. About 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, my girlfriend sends me a video. She was at home. I just got off for work, and I had to go to the lounge, so I didn't see her. So she sends me a video about 9 o'clock. She goes, "Check this out. What happened?" So about 9 o'clock, she goes outside. You know, it's dark, and she's about to open the garbage can. There's this huge raccoon the size of the garbage can just pops out of it. She just runs, and the doorbell ring camera just caught everything on camera. And I have it on my phone to this day. Right now, 3 weeks now. It's just so funny. It's just red.
Send it to me.
Yes, I'm gonna send it to you for next week. Absolutely, it's hilarious.
That's
dude.
hilarious.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that. Let's watch the next week. It's funny.
Yep. All right. So to continue with our giveaway tonight, I've got 10 people's names in here. We had at one point 20 people watching. We're down to 15. So if I'm missing your name and you want to be included in this, comment now. But here's the names I have. I have Fireborn, Wayne, Sammy Flo, Matt, Val, Big L, Sloshua, Roger, Wilson, and TX Rebel. So if anybody else wants to be considered into our giveaway tonight for a Drew Estates hat, comment now, or I'm going to go ahead and do this giveaway for the hat. So Javier, you did bring us 20 people. That's one of our higher shows. You know, we're moving up.
It's already working.
Fabian, hey Fabian, how you doing? Didn't see you there. Get your name.
I think the highest we had before was with Marty. The show we had, it was 27, right? And it was we were just doing jokes, me and you. You remember that? That was a great episode.
Texas
We're
Rebel
going to be banned
on
after
there
that.
early on with comment.
Yeah, Texas Rebel.
Got him.
Yep, got TX. Yep.
You got L too, right? You said L. Okay.
Yep. And next week we're doing Big L's giveaway. We're giving away a custom Chi-Town Cigar Podcast ashtray.
Ooh.
3D
That's sick.
printed. So we will be giving that away next week. So always good to tune in. There's always something. We're always giving away something.
It's always something, yeah.
All right.
Right.
So I've got 11 people. Fireborn, Wayne, Sammy, Matt, Val, Big L, Sloshua, Roger, Wilson, TX, and Fabian. All right. Let's shuffle this bad dog up here if I can get this going here. And we will.
Val is very lucky with our giveaways. So let's see.
Yeah.
Val is very lucky with our giveaways. I like it.
In fact, I think I can share this so that way there's no question about
I have
what
a
I'm
guy
doing.
in my local lounge. There's always someone like that. That's just always lucky with the giveaways. This
Yes.
guy always ends up winning something.
It's always that guy, right?
It's always that guy. What
It's
is
always
it?
that guy. That's what I'm saying. I love it.
All right, here's a couple shuffles, and we are spinning away.
There we go.
Fabian.
Oh,
Fabian.
Nice.
There you go.
There it is.
All right.
Dang.
Message us, send us over either on our email. I'll post our email address here in a second. Email us your mailing information, and we will get
Chi-Town Cigar.
Oh, that's
the website. Chi-Town Cigar at gmail.com.
There we go. Chi-Town Cigar, gmail.com. Yep. Email us over your information, and we will get that shipped out hopefully this week. So,
guys, I just love the cigar.
I'll tell you what.
From the man, you need a
Dude,
poker now at that point.
Yes, I gotta grab the poker. Yeah.
The Buenos Noches. Oh, this. Yeah, I can see it. I can see quite a few boxes coming in my way. I already want to get the LT Gray.
Does it stay nice and sweet like the Dominicana from last year, or
It
it's just
didn't. No, I really liked it because it did not. That sweet cap disappeared. You're probably right,
like that.
Javi. Probably after about the quarter of it. I think a little bit earlier it disappeared.
Yeah.
And it was just a nice, beautiful smoke the whole time. Some good
Smooth
flavor
smoke.
notes. Really enjoyed it. So yeah, this is great. Like I said, the LT Gray. I had my credit cards got compromised.
Like
So I had
actually,
to-
or actually.
No, actually.
Oh, okay.
Really?
That's what
Oh,
he
I
told
thought
his
you were.
wife.
I thought you were
That's what he
joking.
told his wife.
No,
They were like,
that's
all
what
these
I did.
cigars coming in. I don't know what happened.
I don't-
All these
I
cigars.
wish I was joking. I wish that was the story I was just telling her, but no. She actually called me up the one day and said, "What are these charges?" And I go, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Oh, son of a gun!" So I
I
called.
don't know what
the one day-
OnlyFans is.
Huh? No, really, I had to spend $350 to go to the Barn Smoker.
That's funny, Javi. That's so
no.
funny.
She called me. She told me the credit card got So I'm like, okay, I'll cancel it. So I canceled it, and I said, "What's funny?" Because I said I was talking to the bank, and they didn't see these charges. I said, "Are you sure?" And she's like, "Well, what card did you cancel?" And I told her. She's like, "No, the other bank." I'm like, so I canceled two both of my credit cards for the banks are gone. I had to wait. Now I've got to wait. So I'm on a spending freeze. There's money racking up in my bank account to be spent on cigars. So
Well, we could. Yes.
Tough life, Mike.
We'll-
Hey,
I know.
yeah, that's tough. That's tough, man.
that's how you learn in
Can't
life,
really- Yeah, that's how you learn. That's the only
But
way to
Javi,
learn.
really appreciate you coming on. I'm glad we could get this
course.
done. I'm looking forward, like I said earlier, to this partnership. We think it's going to be a great time. There's going to be some great stuff. And the beautiful thing is that it's benefiting our viewers. It's benefiting the people that watch us, listen to us. If you're listening to us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or iHeartRadio, tune into us live on Tuesday nights at 7:30. You get a chance to win. I mean, we don't want to take away from you, and we'll come up with something for our listeners on the podcast, because I know there's quite a few people that I've talked to that do listen to us later. So we'll come up with a way to include you in an upcoming giveaway, because we really, really appreciate those of you that listen to us on Spotify and all of our media platforms. We're sorry sometimes we don't, I guess, convey what we're looking at when we're talking, but we appreciate you guys. So we will figure out a way to include you in a couple of these giveaways. But if you have the chance, join us live and check us out. So,
Heck yeah, if you could win something, you might as well.
Yeah,
you might as well.
Marty.
Yeah, really, really thank you, Javi, for your time, man. I appreciate
yeah.
you. Really nice meeting you, man. I can't wait to meet you.
Yeah.
Comma Ultimate. If you visit in Chicago, come in Illinois, and
you can. Ultimate will pay for your flight up here.
I got you.
No. Oh, perfect. Yeah, I know. But yeah, I need to talk to Ben and say, hey, Ben, I need you to go up there. Yeah. Listen, I just look at your beautiful faces with the sound down. There we go.
That's
That's the
one
right
version
idea.
of OnlyFans, I guess.
Yes,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah, kind of.
Only faces. Hey, that's your thing. That's your thing.
All right, Marty.
Thank you, everybody.
What do we got for next week,
Thank you,
Mike?
guys.
Next week we have a special show. We're going to be asking questions.
Oh, yeah.
Question show. So that'll be very interactive.
We're gonna have a lot of questions next week,
And we're still looking for a name for our mascot. We have a. Oh, I don't know if
this guy.
can I show him. There you
There
go.
it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
our mascot. We're looking for a name for him, so we'll do that next week and give something away next week as well.
Can I get one of those? Is it dry bagging hour yet? But yeah, I could.
We will get you one, Javi.
Yeah, we'll
Oh,
get you one. Oh, no problem.
We'll get you
Al,
one.
yeah,
Al
definitely.
got us.
Al, one of our listeners makes them. He made the ashtrays.
ashtray too. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so he
We're
made
trying
that.
to get him to make a bobblehead version.
Yes.
So
Oh, okay, like a little bubble. Yeah, actually collect some. I'm getting into collecting bobbleheads myself.
Nice.
But no, thank you guys so much for having me. Appreciate everyone that is watching and listening and commented and gave us some questions too. I really do appreciate you guys just giving us giving me the time and platform. Let's put your estate aside for a second. My come up, and I'm just a guy. I'm just a dude who likes smoking cigars and happens to work for one of the best companies in the world. No, I'm kidding.
Well, I'm just letting you know I'm coming
gotta
in
believe it.
Florida. I'm coming in Florida May 31st to June 9th. So I may be
cool.
visiting Miami. So I may be coming, we meet each
Definitely
other.
definitely come by, and then even to the office. I'd love to show you the space, and we could wrap up there, have a couple cigars, and then just talk about some ideas, or just meet each other, get more acquainted, or we could go to a lounge as well. I could bring you to my home lounge, come smoke with us, or we go downtown and do that whole thing too, and look cool for the for once
Absolutely.
in the
Looking very, very forward to it, man.
Did you put
Yeah,
your
but
vacation
definitely reach out.
through to HR? I don't remember seeing your vacation.
Oh yeah, for real. Yeah, you gotta put. Does that fall on a Tuesday? Or maybe you could do it live at the office. That would
There
be
you
cool
go.
too.
Ooh, that would be a good idea, boys. Yes.
Maybe I put Teddy reporting live, and I'm just
Reporting live from Miami.
and I'm just in the back smoking a cigar or something. Yeah, not even. I don't need to be part of the show. I could just start throwing stuff at Teddy while he's trying to talk.
There you go. There you go. All
Or we
right.
could do more giveaways. We could just, I'll bring a box up of giveaways and we'll do.
There we go.
We'll talk
There
about
we
it
go.
offline. Yeah. Hell yeah, guys. But thank you guys so much for the time.
No,
And
thank you.
yeah,
Thank
it's great meeting you guys and talking to you guys. I feel like we were just talking like how we were on our initial conversation. Yeah, just like a conversation. So thank you guys for making it feel like real casual and really at home. I really appreciate it. And yeah, keep on smoking El Tigre and let me know what you guys think. And yeah, man, I guys have a great night.
Absolutely.
all right.
Marty?
Thanks again, Javier, and everyone. Until next week, put some smoke in the air.